in Glendale, Arizona. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go. Boom.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go now.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And now look at him go. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way.
All right,
They'll look to throw here. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Now Brown. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Left side, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Johnson jostles free, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And his kick here is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
He'll drop to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Alexander. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
And incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And this is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that?
on. What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Johnson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A first down carry here for Johnson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Gun! 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 4 down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Patriot! Patriot! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gun! 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 Leopard! Leopard!
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Lucky 56. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over. drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On play action, they'll throw. Being chased out left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from the desert after this.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll set up a throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Now back to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Now let's go. 3, 19.
dancing to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Gone! 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 Now let's go! Blue Landy! Blue Landy! Gone! 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 Gone!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away and
get it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Seahawks on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They'll throw now on the final play. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And they start the second half with Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Blue Landy! Blue Landy!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Watch him now, Barney.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They're going to look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Gone!
They'll look to throw here. And running with power here. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And a gain there of 11 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
That one goes for 24 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw. Still
in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
Leopard. Leopard. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. In for the score. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Now attempt carry for Johnson, and he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Looking to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 39. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And deep, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears. down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. Nice job there, right, of just going through the progressions, finding the open man, even if it wasn't for a 25-yard gain.
Everything does not have to be spectacular. The mundane works pretty well in this league, as we just saw there.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now let's go. Blue Landy. Blue Landy.
Back to throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. As his guys are in for 6. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. Clock
continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Whoosh. Over the middle to Smith. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Gone, 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 gone.
Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get this down to about the 30-31-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They go to Johnson again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney.
Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
He's back to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Give him 30 yards there. Very much in range for a tying field goal as they hurry to the line. Back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Brown, right side. So there's one big play followed by the timeout as we're under 10 seconds to go. And now how do you play it offensively? We'll find out.
Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. Now a desperation throw deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now there's the timeout signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll tie things up now at 22. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go. 3:19.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Now back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Alexander. 20. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.